Good morning and welcome to Daybreak. I'm your host, Brittany Lauffer.
And standing in for Ryan this week, I'm James Hill. So nice to be back, Brittany.
I know.
This week
you.
on Daybreak, we have your campus, city, and national news, as well as a sports report. Plus, I'm going to head out on the plaza later on.
And Alexandra Seg.A will be here to teach the Daybreak crew how to do some tap dancing. All that and more straight ahead on Daybreak.
In campus news this week, the Point Park Campus Police Department announced a new program that allows students and staff to contact them by text message to request for help in the case of an emergency. You may have noticed Point Park has recently taken many steps to beef up its on-campus security. The protocols they have included the call boxes placed in and around campus buildings, as well as the point alert system. Vice President of Public Safety Jeffrey Bazong said in an email to students that the text service is for use in an emergency in which you are unable to make a call. The number to text the public safety is 412-COPSTIP, C-O-P-S-T-I-P. And the university is holding a meet and greet with the food service director and head chef. Jamie Shiroke and William Ward will be hosting a feedback session on the dining service. The university has been in the midst of a revamp of the Point Cafe for the past few years. There will be samples of a few takeaway menu options designed for student groups and organizations. The event will be held on Monday, April 17th in the 4th floor lounge of Lawrence Hall. At 1 p.m., students who wish to attend should RSVP by April 4th. And Point Park had 2 Pulitzer Prize-winning authors on campus last week. Authors Wendy Rudderman and Barbara Laker were on campus to discuss their book, Busted, A Tale of Corruption and Betrayal in the City of Brotherly Love. It tells the story of the grime and dirt that fills the streets, and the political scenes of the governments and our neighbors to the east in Philadelphia. The impromptu book club was held in the JVH Auditorium by the Point Park News Service and the Press Club of Western Pennsylvania. And making the city safer, that was the focus of a town hall meeting at Point Park. The Pittsburgh Downtown Community Development Corporation and Pittsburgh Police had a town hall meeting on campus last week. It focused on how the police and the community are working together. This was a great opportunity for downtown residents to get a better understanding of downtown safety regulations.
It becomes more and more necessary to have things like town hall meetings to open up the bridges of communication between residents, city officials, the police, everyone. So the more communication, the more it gets done.
We wanted to get more involved with the community at large, but also to have a better understanding of what was available to us as residents as well.
Well, I think Point Park is a great resident in downtown. A lot of, although it may not be permanent residents, because you have students who come and go as they matriculate through their college experience, but it's a central location, and it's a place, of course, where knowledge is gained and people learn, and what a better place to learn about safety in downtown.
City officials are also scheduling meetings called Commander on the Corner. They'll include walking tours around the city to get a better understanding of what needs to be done to keep everyone safe. And that's all for your campus news this week. Now here's Brittany with some city news.
Thanks, James. In city news, UPMC filed a report because they want to know what evidence was on ex-mayor Luke Ravenstahl's computer. The former Pittsburgh mayor took his workplace computer home with him upon leaving office. UPMC told the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette that they have a right to know if Ravenstahl deleted anything from his computer that was related to the lawsuit he initiated last year. The Post-Gazette reported 2 weeks ago that Ravenstahl took his work computer home with him for several days, then returned it to the city after city officials reported it was missing in January. The city then turned the computer over to the FBI because of the borough's continuing probe into city business and politics. Ravenstahl's personal attorney, Charles Porter, said the former mayor took the computer because he was concerned the Peduto administration would mishandle it. Peduto's office has no comment on the UPMC filing. A Youngwood volunteer firefighter was killed by a train 2 Saturdays ago while searching for a missing woman in North Versailles. 57-year-old veteran of the department, Edwin Lance Wenzel, was part of a group helping to search for Ruth Ann Mullinex of Wilmington, who disappeared the previous Monday. The group was searching along the train tracks under the Westinghouse Bridge, where the missing woman's cell phone and coat were found a few days before. Close to 6 p.m., Wenzel stopped in front of a train and was hit by the front of the engine. His fellow firefighters and medics from Murraysville rushed to help, but Wenzel died at the scene. Meanwhile, the Allegheny County Police Department is still searching for Mullinex, who suffers from bipolar manic depressive disorder. The Catholic Diocese are closing 3 Pittsburgh area churches due to dwindling numbers of parishioners and priests, as well as financial concerns. St. Helen and St. William in East Pittsburgh and St. Anthony in Monongahela will be closing or merging with other parishes in the next month. The Holy Cross parishioners will be merged into Good Shepherd. Holy Cross's 2 churches, St. Helen and St. William, will be permanently closed, with its pastor being reassigned. Bishop David Zupik broke the news in letters to Holy Cross Parish in East Pittsburgh and Good Shepherd Parish in Broddock, and in person to St. Damien of Maloko Parish in Monongahela. The merger and closures will take effect on April 28th. Residents of downtown, including those who live on campus at Point Park, have always had the inconvenience of not being able to shop for groceries in town. Now the city is working to change that with a grocery store to open in May. Daybreak correspondent Kelsey Metzger has the story.
Downtown has a lot to offer with great restaurants and cultural events. One thing that's missing, though, until now, is a grocery store.
When we tell people we live downtown, the first question they always ask is, well, where do you shop? Where do you go grocery shopping? It would be nice to say, oh, we sometimes pick up some groceries at the local grocery store downtown.
Open 7 days a week, the new grocery store will be located on the first floor of the old Thompson building. Downtown residents like Derek Wright and Roxanne Plattick say they have high expectations for the new store.
You can go in there, you can do your grocery shopping, and then also have a little cafe area where you can grab a bite to eat and pick up something for lunch, or have a cup of coffee and have a place to hang out.
Executive Director of the Pittsburgh Downtown Community Development Corporation, John Valentine, says before the store opens, they will be taking in public opinion from current residents.
So we're in the process of formulating questions, and then we want to hear their questions. And each building will be doing a focus group so that we will stock the items, not what we think they want, but what they tell us that they want.
Wright and Plattick are excited for the new store and what it will do for downtown living.
I think it actually will change living downtown, not just for us, but for everyone who's down here. And I think it'll make more people move down here. I think it's one of the last steps in really making downtown, a nonstop, one-shop place to live.
Developers expect to have the store up and running as early as this May. Reporting for Point News, I'm Kelsey Metzger.
And that's all for your city news this morning. Now back to James at the couch.
Thanks, Brittany. Coming up next on Daybreak, we will have a national news report for you and some sports. Don't go away. We'll be right back.